Honoring America's heroes today, a Veterans Day ceremony taking place this morning at the Watkins Glen Community Center. One speaker, a local Vietnam War vet, detailed his service from the draft to discharge. Patriotic music filled the room as God Bless America was playing, and those who had since passed were honored with the playing of taps. Veterans also honored here in the city of Elmira. Despite the cold weather, members of the community joining together at Wisner Park for the annual Veterans Day service. The service began promptly at 11 with the tolling of the bells by Trinity Episcopal Church, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem, and prayer. Community leaders giving and receiving honor on this day as they led many tributes to this nation.
One of the most important holidays to me personally. I served in the Marines from 2002 to 2006, and I had the distinct privilege of serving among some of the greatest men and women that this country's ever birthed.
He'd also saying this day is also to remember and honor those who made it home from war and are living their personal wars each and every day. Following the service at Wisner Park, a memorial service was held at Woodlawn National Cemetery. The Honor Guard at Chapter 803 Vietnam Veterans of America began with the Post of Colors. Throughout the memorial, firing details by the Marine Corps League Honoring Guard, the retire of the colors, along with words from Dan Mandel, the mayor of the city, and a benediction from the pastor of Lake Street Presbyterian Church.
Today's a special day to honor those that are veterans, honor those that have served and passed away. So it's a very special day to me. So I ask all Elmirans to stand up and thank a veteran.
Here on the Twin Tiers, many people have served this great country, some of which have given that ultimate sacrifice. The mayor himself serving 6 years in the Air Force, 3 active and 3 in reserve.
Ready, aim, hard.
Out early this morning as well at the Forest Lawn Cemetery here in the town of Elmira, they held their annual Veterans Day ceremony. Flags were placed on graves of veterans buried in the Field of Valor out in the American Legion section of Forest Lawn. Also today in the town of Southport, local residents gathered at Fitzsimmons Cemetery to honor those who have served and lost their lives on this Veterans Day 2019. In the northern tier at Sayre, Pennsylvania, the Guthrie Hospital recognizing their service members as patients and doctors of the medical facility gathered in their atrium. A registered nurse at Guthrie spoke about what Veterans Day means to him and what it means for the hospital to recognize him on this day.
I wanted to serve my country, and when I was young, it was a great way to get a great start on life and get money to go to college. It means a lot.
After the ceremonial pin dedication, they had food and drink and fellowship right there.
I thank my lucky stars to be living here today.
Another ceremony happening today at the Green in Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. It was another well-attended ceremony where a heartfelt speech was given by many members. We caught up with one of the veterans in attendance to get their take on the reason why veterans do what they do each day.
Our appreciation is to the nation, and we don't feel necessarily that we are owed any particular debt of gratitude. We owe the debt. I think as long as a society, people keep that in mind, that they owe this nation something besides their paycheck, we're in pretty good shape.
That sentiment given by the vet was shared by a number of attendants, local and state leaders there as well. And continuing in the northern tier, this is from the Veterans Ceremony at the Mansfield Fire Hall. In addition to Veterans Day celebration, there's also the 100th anniversary of the American Legion Post in Mansfield, so congratulations to them on that milestone. Both County Corrections Officers Gary Otterwood and County Deputy Matt Butler received the National Defense Pin to honor their service to their nation at the County Public Safety Building. They are representing 40 military veterans who now serve in the Steuben County Sheriff's Office. More than 20% of those who serve Steuben are military veterans. Here at 18 News, we have two veterans that are part of our team that we want to honor. We have our own morning production and director, Randy Duncan, who served for 4 years in the Army, and of course our sales department, our account executive, Scott Thang, who served for 6 years in the Marines. Thank you both so much for your service to this nation and for everyone who has served this country.